Hi everyone. Hello. Back for another read, hey? A weekly tarot report. Let's see what's going to happen this week, or energies that are likely to unfold this week. Super keen, as per usual. Hope you've had an amazing week. Hello, Miranda. I've been missing you. I'm so glad that you're here. Can't wait to see you on Wednesday. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, so just waiting for people to jump on Facebook. And hi Beck, hello on Instagram. Good to see you. Hello Facebook. If you're here, pop a hello in there so I can greet you. Oh, we've been missing you so much, Miranda. Your energy is just so beautiful. And it makes a difference when you're not there. We do really feel it. Can't wait to see you. I'm glad you're feeling better. That's good news. It's just the flus have been pretty bad for people as well, haven't they? Not just, hi Carlina, hello. Hi Tanya. Not just COVID, just the flu in general has been full on for people, hasn't it? Hello Caroline, good to see you. Hi everyone. Jeanette, I'm so glad you're here. Hello. So, yes, if you're feeling generous, it would be amazing if you could tag any of your friends in the live, or hi Louise, good to see you. Big hugs, big love. If you could tag any of your friends in the live, or potentially sharing would be really amazing. I'd really appreciate that. If you feel generous, a share would be fabulous. And oh gosh, Lionsgate, hey, this month, Leo. Who loves Leo? My moon is in Leo. I don't mind a bit of Leo energy. I love it, actually. A bit of drama. Don't mind a bit of drama. Being a bit dramatic. Being a bit emotionally dramatic. Don't mind a bit of that. Love some big emotions. Happy with that. Hello, Sandy. Lovely to see you. I'm so glad you're here. So, just a heads up. So I've got a... Miranda said, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes up for the week ahead. Is it a big week for you? Yes, I'm looking forward to it. So, hi, Nick. Hello. Good to see you. I'm so glad you've joined me again tonight on Instagram. Alicia, big hugs, big love. Good to see you. Yeah, a share would be amazing. If you feel generous, a share would be fabulous. I'm no longer on Spirit Events Directory. I sort of taking a break from that because my algorithm was sort of getting a bit dodgy. I just wasn't getting enough. Facebook wasn't showing my posts enough, so I thought I'd better start jumping on my own pages for a bit to get the algorithm moving again. So, anyway, yes, a share would be fabulous. So what I wanted to say is that if you've been wanting to have a reading with me, I've got a special on. Hi, Rhiannon, good to see you. Now, my readings are normally $180. And for the last 24 hours, I've been selling my readings for $111, 111. So that's a cheeky 69 saving, right? For this amazing month ahead. I've still got spots this month, and the Lionsgate portal starts I think it's July 26th. Let me just check. I wrote the dates down just to be sure, because we're in it now. I think it's July 26th or July 26th to August 12th. So we've still got plenty of time, and I've still got space. Thanks for sharing, Carlina. I appreciate that. So the link is above. I was feeling rather generous. I got a bit excited, and then I got a bit scared because I was like, oh gosh, that's a huge discount. But I had the nudge, like Spirit legit, old mate Whisper, just call him Whisper on the board, old mate, was on my case about it. And I thought, all right, I'll do it. But it took me 2 days to act. I just ignored the nudge for a bit. Then I got onto it and did it. So yeah, I've sold quite a few spots, but there's still a couple of spots left between that time frame. So I would encourage you to jump in. So what does it mean? I mean, what's the point, right? Yeah, old mate. My mate, old mate, Tanya. Yeah, my mate. He's on my case all the time. We chat daily. It's it's just an ongoing conversation, basically. Yeah, so it's an influx of energy. Sirius, the planet, as the star Sirius aligns with the pyramids in Egypt and it aligns with Orion's belt, and it's just this beautiful alignment, and it brings, it's very auspicious for abundance, whether that be an abundance of love, you tapping into your soul purpose, activating money codes. It's a peak of energy, and it's an astrological phenomenon. And I would love to be able to support you and provide you with the next step, the most important step in my readings. Is like, yes, we can look at the big picture for sure, but the most important step is the next step. And so I'll make that abundantly clear to you in your reading. So yes, $111. It's normally $180. I've got it up in the bio in Instagram, and it's above this poster. I'll just throw it in here, shall I? Oh, Christ, I nearly knocked off my computer. That wouldn't have been good. There you go. There you go. I've popped it in there. Easy. Now it's super easy for you. You can just jump in and grab that. All right. So there are other things that I'm doing at the moment. I'm also opening up business mentoring again for this year. I've got only two spots left. I had 3. Now I've only got 2 spots left. I don't feel like talking about that tonight, though. I might do a live. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. I mean, I've got so many readings booked in now, but if I can squeeze a live in, or maybe I'll do it midway through this. Yeah, I probably should talk about it, but I want to get on with the reads. Don't you? Do you want to get on with the reads? I do. So let's do that first. Anna, hello. Lovely to see you. I'm so glad you're here. It's good to see everyone. I'm so happy. Oh, hi. Oh, it's Shaylee. You're back. Big hugs. I'm so glad you're here. Lovely to see you. Hi, Tracy. Spirit Raymond gave me the nudge. Yes. No, I call him Whisper, actually. One day he told me his name was Gareth, and I went, oh, no, that's not cool. I don't like that name. We're going to go back to Whisper. I don't know. I thought Whisper was just too babyish. I said, no, you've got to give me something, and so I thought he would come up with some sort of, I don't know, Arcturian, some kind of cosmic name. He said it's Gareth, and I went, oh no, not having that. Not having that. Okay, so let's pick some up. So how this works, so I should introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Marina Lovas, your soul purpose mentor, and I support intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs to monetize their passion to purpose, creating programs and services that sell out. And I also teach tarot therapy, or tarot practitioner training and therapy training, and I also teach channeling. Love it a lot. It's my thing. I do spirit talk nights on Friday nights in my private space by invite only, and then I also do one-to-one channeling sessions. Yeah, if you have a look on my website, you'll see all of my crafts there, all my offerings. So how this works tonight is I'm going to pick 3 cards, and these 3 cards are going to be for the collective, your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I'm very happy to do the reads for us. I've put my hand up to do that for our soul family, for our tribe. Love doing it. So if anything in the read stands out to you, it is for you. If it resonates, take it. Don't ignore it. If there's, if it's just one card, if it's all 3, whatever resonates for you, take it, because it is a message for you. And then after I've done the 3-card read, the collective energy report for the week, then I'll do some readings. And so it's much easier if you just put a question in the comments section. I don't mind if you want to just have a general read, but I do love questions. I especially love readings, everyone. So if you want to ask me about love, I don't mind doing some love readings. Spirit might have another idea. Sometimes the cards just don't match the question that my clients have asked me about love. And usually I have to just honor what's actually there and say, I'm sorry, we're not discussing love right now. You've got another message coming through. That's usually how that works. How can I get a private answer to one question? You can't, Sandy. If you want a private reading, then you have to book. And now's the time to book because I've put a link in there. So it's $111 for a read, and they're normally $180. So that's quite a big saving. So if you want a private reading, Sandy, then I encourage you to book in. That price is going to go away midnight tonight. So it's time sensitive, like legit. I'm just going to delete it. Because what happens is usually I forget to delete it, and then people jump in the next day and then go, oh, it's still open. No, I'm going to delete it tonight. I'll probably delete it before I go to bed. It'll probably be like 10 o'clock Perth time or something like that. So jump in. This is the time to do it if you've been sitting on the fence and thinking, I'd like a reading with her, but, well, now's the time. Do it. Okay, let me pick some cards for tonight. Again, if you're feeling generous, a share would be amazing. I'd really appreciate that. I want love, everyone. I want love readings. I've been saying this every week. I want love readings. Who wants love readings? I do. I don't care about the money. Give me love. I want some love. I've already picked one card. Oh, Christ. No death card. We don't want any death card. No death card. No tower card. We don't want the tower card either. Yeah, you want love as well, Tracy. Yeah, so do I. I want some love readings too. Give me some love. All right. I'm too scared to turn the cards. I've got the 3 cards here. Let's start, shall we? No love for you, Anna? Oh, come on. No? Let's see. Let's see what the first card is. Oh, okay. Here we go. So our first card for tonight is Helen. Helen of Troy. Now, the Queen of Cups is obviously in the water element. You can see that just by the water in the picture in the card. So let's just talk about who Helen is. Helen was known as the face that launched 1,000 ships. She was known as the most beautiful woman in Greece, and she was married to Menelaus, who was a horrible tyrant of a ruler, and she was his queen, but she didn't love him. And she fell in love with someone else, and his name was Paris, and he was the Prince of Troy. And she eloped with him. She ran off with him and ran off to Troy with him. And this created this massive war, and Troy ended up burning down, and Paris ended up losing his life along with many of the people in Troy. And she escaped. She escaped Troy unscathed, and she ended up, the story goes, she ended up back with Menelaus. If anybody's seen the movie Troy with Brad Pitt, I encourage you to watch it because it'll tell you quite a lot about this story. It's based on this story. And there's a series on Netflix as well, which is it's captivating. It's really fabulous, really great. Anyway, nonetheless, Helen is in the sign of Scorpio. Her energy is scorpionic. Her energy is very mysterious. She is seductive. She is the mysterious nature of the water element and of love. You cannot force two hands together. This card also represents your passion, what you deeply desire, and it might even be somewhat unconscious and not you might not be fully aware of these feelings that you have, or maybe there's someone outside in your outside world that have these deep feelings for you, but they haven't come clean. They haven't opened up to you. They haven't been honest with you about how they really feel. Her feelings are somewhat hidden, but nonetheless strong and powerful and passionate. And she's the water element in the context of like a tidal wave. It's just big. She's got big energy, big emotional. It's the strength of passion. It's the strength of love. It's the strength of emotional. The intensity is probably a better way to describe it. The intensity of emotional energy. Scorpionic energy is very kind of it's very intuitive, and it is psychic, and it's psychological, and it's taboo, all the taboo stuff that we often don't discuss, the secrets in our relationship, the sex, the good sex, you know, the lusty stuff that we don't really discuss, or we don't we don't openly have discussions about. She is all of that. She's all of that intensity in relationship. But she is a reminder that we cannot control, we cannot try, and you just can't like force two hands together, and you can't force yourself to be in love with somebody that is in love with you, or you can't make someone love you. And then this card is also about you not being able, you can't, like, love has its own intelligence, and it is what it is. You love who you love, and that's it. That's what, there's nothing else to say about that. It's like you can't control that. So, Helen's energy is somewhat uncontrollable. She decides. She was a woman unto herself, really, in her time. She chose the men in a time where women were what's the word? No, it's not the word. When they had arranged marriages, they had, in a time where arranged marriages were the norm, she chose her own husbands, right? So she had more than one lover, and so this is about you not being able to. You can't force yourself to fall in love with somebody that's not in love with you, or vice versa. You just can't force love, but the message with this card is that there is a mysterious energy at play, and that love will find a way, and that you need to trust that. You need to trust your feelings. Does she sound like you, Diane? Yeah, she's pretty intense, hey? She's got intense energy. Sometimes I refer to her as subliminal Helen, or sub-hell, because she puts us through hell. It's those feelings that you have that just won't go away. My message to you with that is, don't try and repress it. Don't try and hold it back. Just let it be there. And if you're in love with someone, just tell them the truth. And what's the worst? What's the worst that will happen? Okay, so they might say, I don't feel the same way about you. Okay, great. Well, then rather than sitting in the unknown. Yes, trust the great mystery of love. Okay. Shaylee says, I have a Scorpio, Mars, Pluto, and Saturn. Shaylee, my Venus is in Scorpio. I don't mind me a bit of taboo. I'm a bit of an intense partner for or intense lover, maybe. All right, next card. I'm scared to turn it over, everyone. I want it to be good. I just want it to be good. Oh, beautiful card. Are you a Scorpio woman? Yes, there is also a vulnerability. Scorpios tend to be quite secretive. They don't really, it's like Scorpios are a keeper of secrets. They know everybody's secrets. And if a Scorpio reveals something to you, just think of yourself as being in the good. They trust you. They trust you, and Scorpios don't trust everyone. They're very suspicious. They have a suspicious nature. They're like detectives. They're like the CIA of the astrological, group of the zodiac. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so we've got Temperance here. Oh, the goddess of feelings, the somatic world of feeling. This card is a major card, and it represents our capacity for emotionality. And it is about opening up to feeling, opening up to your emotions, opening up to your heart consciousness, letting yourself feel. Hi, Diane. Good to see you. And your favorite Venus placement. Your Venus is in Pisces. That's beautiful. Mine's what's the word it's called when it's not so good? Venus and Scorpio is not a good placement, really. What's it called? It's when it's called, can't think of it right now. It doesn't matter. Anyway, let's just talk about this card. So Temperance is what we might call the guardian angel of the Mythic Tarot. She is your guide. She is your angel. She is your spirit guide. She is your connection, your conscious connection to spirit. but she's also represents your world of feeling and emotionality and love and heart consciousness. And she's reminding us that we have to, at some point, if we want love in our life, if we want to feel love, if we want to feel the safety, if we want to feel forgiveness and to feel into the depths of our being, and to appreciate and to feel love from somebody else, that we have to drop down the guard. We've got to somehow drop down the defenses. And these defenses will leave us feeling very vulnerable. And of course, when we drop down the defenses, what normally happens is we don't just feel love, we also feel, or we don't just feel joy and happiness and all the good juju, but we also feel suffering and pain and grief and sadness. So sometimes I say in my one-to-one channeling sessions that when I'm truly tuned in to my heart, to heart consciousness and to source and to love, it feels like every single emotion at once, every single emotion happening all at once, and tears will fall. And those tears aren't necessarily sad tears, they're all the emotions that you're feeling at that time, and it's so overwhelming and heartbreaking, and it kind of melts your heart. But it's like you're opening up to the worthiness of your own self-love and that of source or of God, or your connection to this, to the divine intelligence of your heart consciousness. In detriment, thank you, Shaylee. I couldn't remember. That's right, in detriment. That's correct. So yes, I love those moments as well, Miranda. Absolutely. And yeah, so Iris, the beautiful Temperance, Iris reminds us of our capacity to feel into love and to find some compassion and mercy and empathy for ourselves and for others, and to soften, to let your heart melt and to soften your heart and open up and just be honest. Let yourself feel whatever's there, and forgive yourself for any mistakes that we all make mistakes, and we all make mistakes in matters of the heart. We all do. We come from like an imperfect. We're born into an imperfect world, and we're learning how to navigate in this human life with all of the challenges that we're faced with, and everybody comes into relationship with some kind of baggage. It's just inevitable. We've all got our stuff. So let's try and have some empathy for ourselves and for others, and some compassion, and open your heart to the possibility that you can forgive, and you can forgive yourself. Be kind. Have compassion for yourself. Let down the guard. Let yourself feel into your own heart, and open up to love and feel. What often happens is when we repress our emotions, it gets stored in the fascia or the tissue of our body, and then it creates dis-ease, disease. We become unwell. We become stressed. We get sick. This card, one of the messages of this card could be, feeling is healing. Healing is feeling. Feeling is healing. Feel. Let yourself feel whatever's there. We've got the Queen of. You won't be able to avoid it forever. We've got the Queen of Cups here. It's the intensity of the emotion is going to overwhelm you at some, eventually. And sometimes it's a bit like a pressure cooker. You've just got to take the lid off and just let yourself express whatever's there. If you love someone, tell them how you feel. Just be honest. Be honest. You might surprise yourself. Maybe they'll return that love to you. And if not, it's okay. It's okay. It'll give you the space to express whatever's there and to let it go. Okay. Let's see. How am I going to interpret this next card? All right, the next card. Well, we're talking about the swords this week in my tarot therapy group. I've got one of my groups, we're up to the swords. I've got 4 groups running at the moment, and we're up to the swords. And so this card, it's not a bad card, but sometimes it's the card, I call it the card of denial, or the elephant in the room, the thing that we're trying to sweep under the carpet. And look, my feeling is that you know, at some point you're going to have to like admit it to yourself how you truly feel. For some of you, it might be that you're just not feeling it. For some of you, it will be because you are just so feeling it. It could be in relation to your business. It could be in relation to your current partner or a potential partner. It could be in relation to a career, a job as well. But this card represents the elephant in the room and the way in which we put up defenses to ignore it because we're scared of conflict, or we're scared of the potential of conflict, or we just want to continue to distort our reality so we don't have to face the truth of the situation. And look, here's the thing. The truth might actually be what you want. It might actually be what you want. So, you know, maybe if you can just like soften a little bit. But, you know, denial is a real defense, and we all have these defenses. And sometimes it's because we're just not ready to approach the subject yet. Sometimes we just don't have the emotional capacity or resilience at that time to actually face what needs to be said, or what needs to be managed, or what needs to be dealt with. Now, you can see in this card, we've got Orestes stands in the middle, and on either side of him are his warring parents. So this is Agamemnon, and this is Clytemnestra. And Agamemnon has sacrificed their daughter to win the war in Troy over this woman here, over Helen, over the issue that happened with Helen, to get Helen back. Agamemnon's brother was Menelaus, Helen's husband. And it became a political war. It became political. Anyway, Artemis, the goddess Artemis, promised Agamemnon that the war would be won if he sacrificed his daughter, which is what he did. But that in turn created this massive problem for Orestes, this poor guy in the center here. Long story short, we come into this world with imperfect parents, and you can pretty much stem all of our problems back to our childhood. It started with mum and dad or your carers, whoever your main caregivers were. You can pretty much trace it all the way back to that. All the shadow stuff, the repressed material, all the shadow work that we all do, we can pretty much, you know, trace this back to our childhood. Shaylee said, I could listen to the stories about Greek mythology all day. Oh, I love it as well. I was scared I was going to bore people. That's why I stopped telling the story. I could like riff on it for all day as well. I love it so much too. Anyway, so this card represents the conditions that we were born into and how we unconsciously project those unhealed parts of ourselves based from childhood developmental experiences that we didn't get, or emotional affective experiences, emotional experiences that we didn't get, that we were not, you know, were taken from us. The losses that we had, the parts of our childhood that we suffered, that was painful. And this card represents those memories, those experiences, and how we repress those and ignore them, and we project that unconsciously out onto our relationships, and we're wanting to somehow have our partners fix that for us unconsciously. We're looking to have this corrected experience with our partners, but of course they come in with their stuff as well. My point is that this card is about the fact that we are not conscious of those, and we have to, of those experiences, or we are denying them. We're not doing the work around them. So we're being invited to look at some of those childhood patterns and issues that we experienced, and to clear some of that, so that we can come into our relationships more consciously and with less projection. So we're not hanging our shit on our partners or using them as a coat hanger. This card is about having to do that work, because there's an elephant in the room that we all need to deal with. We've all got something. There's always, we've all got something there that needs dealing with. So this is the Two of Swords, Shaylee. This is the Two of Swords. Yeah. Intense cards, hey, tonight. So I wanted relationship cards. We got relationship cards, but I was hoping it was going to be a bit more, well, I don't know. This is still good, hey. This isn't bad. So we've got the Queen of Cups. So we know just going to summarize now, the Queen of Cups, she is the intensity of feeling. She is the intensity of the water element. She is your passion. She's the unconscious emotional drives, heart. You cannot force love. Love has its own agenda. Love is a mysterious force. You can't change who you fall in love with. You fall in love with the people that you fall in love with. Yes, potentially it's fate. More than likely it's to do with, some of these unhealed stuff. Maybe it's trauma bonding as well. Could be a bit of that. But whatever it is, this card suggests to me that there is an intensity of feeling there, and she's driving us this week, towards these relationships, whether it be conscious or unconscious. She's definitely impacting. And then we've got Temperance, the goddess of feeling, emotionality. She is our spirit guide, our connection to spirit, our conscious connection to spirit. Feeling is healing, opening up, dropping down the guard around your heart, being honest with yourself, having empathy and compassion, expressing your emotions, not keeping them hidden, expressing your emotions, sharing how you're feeling, saying the I love you, saying the sorries, or, open up. Feeling is healing. And then, yes, there is an elephant in the room. It's going to have to be dealt with at some point. Some of you might still be in denial about it. And, blame is another way that we have, is another defense. We might intellectualize things and try and analyze it. But at the end of the day, there's issues there that need to be dealt with. And usually they're generational. They come from the conditions we were born into, and maybe even ancestral as well. But it's a reminder that it is impacting on our relationships, and that we do really need to attend to the issue at some point. And of course, when you're ready, you love your pet elephant, do you, Shaylee? I don't mind as well. Mine as well. Just blame everybody else. It's everybody else's fault. It's not me. I'm perfect. No, not true. Okay. No, I don't know my birth card for cardology. No, I don't, Shaylee. No, I haven't heard of that before. Am I missing something? What am I missing? What am I missing around that? Would love to know. I'm getting blocked up. Went out last night. I hope I didn't catch some strange bloody more COVID or something. Fuck, I've got all these readings booked in. That wouldn't be good, would it? All of a sudden, I've booked all these readings and I come down with COVID. Don't touch wood. Touch wood, that's not going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to do some reads now. Oh, my birthday is the 22nd of September. 22nd of September. Yeah. So if it's the Hermit, Shaylee, in the Mythic Tarot, the Hermit doesn't represent Virgo. It represents, it's representative of Saturn. And so we know Saturn rules, Saturn rules Capricorn. Anyway. Oh, you're booked in for a past life healing. Beautiful, Miranda. Perfect. Good timing. That's perfect timing. Yeah, I might book myself in for... I've got hardly any space this week. I've booked myself out with reads. I'm going to be working hard this week. Okay, so no, Hayley, I was a bit blocked up before I jumped online. I was already getting a bit blocked up. All right, who wants to read? Would love to see. Hi, Jasmine. Yes, drawn to you. Let me read for you, and then I'm going to read for Shaylee because she's so chatty tonight. And then I'll read for Instagram. So first I'll start with Jasmine. Hi, Jasmine. Good to see you. Should let you know if you've been wanting a reading with me, my readings are now $111 until midnight tonight. It's usually $180. So it's up in there's a link here. I'll pop the link in. And that's 111 AUD, Australian dollars. All right, Jasmine, let's pick some cards. Oh, Yeah, we're getting all blocked up. Oh, Jasmine. Okay, so this card represents being at a crossroads. I mean, obviously you can see that by looking at this card, but he's also known as Hermes or Mercury. Now, Hermes was a bit of a mischievous god, and he could move between worlds. He could move freely into the underworld as well as into the upper world, and he was a messenger. And so he's also known as the Fool's psychopomp, the guide for the Fool in the Mythic Tarot. So maybe we could think of Mercury or Hermes as being messages that have been prompting you, that have been nudging you, and you've been getting the signs. All the signs have been there, and sometimes we ignore the signs because they just seem too obvious. It just seems like, it's just coincidental. I must be making it up. This is a reminder that the signs that are most obvious are signs like take it and trust it. And of course, Hermes also represents you starting a new chapter, jumping on a new path and opening your mind and your heart to the possibility that you can start again. We've got the Four of Cups here, and this is you having some emotional doubts and fears, and knowing that whatever's happening for you at the moment, there's an off note, and you know it. And so this is that's a prompt for you to be at this crossroad, to jump on this new path, wherever this path is leading. Now, my sense is it feels creative. It feels creative. It feels like it's something along the lines of business, or it's something career motivated, something around business, or around manifesting a new skill, or a new skill. And something's just come up on my thing. Sorry guys, I just want to check something a bit strange just popped up. Just want to have a quick look what that was. Yeah, okay. Sorry, everyone. Back. Strange email. So to double check that everything was okay. Yeah, so that was your message. I think this is okay. Stop ignoring the signs. Stop ignoring the signs. The off note is there for a reason. It's trying to warn you. So just, open your mind and your heart to the possibility that you can jump on a new path, and you can start anew. Go ahead and do that. That was your message. Okay. I do have a spammer. Where is it? Oh, okay. Here we go. Blocked. Yeah. Shannon, hello. Okay, I'm going to read for Cupcakes for Lucy on Instagram, and then I'm going to read for gosh, that spam is just, I wonder if I can just delete comment. Can't delete all of them. It's not going to let me. And then I'm going to read for Shaylee. Can't see. I'm the Two of Clubs. Oh, that's interesting. Two of Clubs. So clubs would be in Shaylee, that's a pretty picture. The clubs would be that would be the wands in the mythic tarot. And so the Two of Wands is a transitionary card, which is interesting. Okay. All right, so first I'll read for Cupcakes for Lucy on Instagram, and then I'll read for Shaylee. Yes, so don't forget, I'm just going to repeat it again. I'm going to delete it about 10 o'clock, I think. I say midnight, but I won't be up at midnight. I'm going to delete it about 10. So if you want my discounted reading for $111, you better do it tonight. It's going to disappear. It's going to go away. It's going away. I was feeling generous, and now I've made myself so busy, I'm scared. But no free time, crikey. Should have blocked out extra spots on my chart. Didn't. On my calendar, I should say. Never mind. I'll thoroughly enjoy doing the readings. All right. Cupcakes. This is for you, for Lucy. Are you still here, Lucy, by the way? I'm going to read for Lucy. You better confirm that you're still here. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. Pop a yes in there. Otherwise, who's here? Can I see it? If I press the 3. Yes, she is still here. Okay, good. Yes, okay. Let me read for you. Oh, okay, Lucy. So the first card you've got a major card. And this is the Lover's card. In the Major Arcana, the Lover's card represents choices. It represents choices. And these choices are either long-term, well, the option is love or lust. Look beyond the material. The message with this card for you is to look beyond the material. Think long-term. Think about what you want long-term. And yes, short-term gain, the shiny, exciting, lusty kind of thing that you might be attracted to, the shiny object, all that glitters isn't gold. Is that saying? I hope I've got the saying right. Yeah. So the message with this card is that you've just got to be careful and to think long term. Think about the long term impact. This is the story. We talked about Paris at the beginning of this reading, and Paris with Helen, and he lost his life. He chose Helen, or he eloped with Helen, and his city burnt down because of this choice that he made. So we need to be careful. You need to think carefully about your choices. Now, this tells me there's an opportunity for a second career, and you should jump. You should that is go for it. Go for it. Don't think just for the short-term gain. Think long-term. This is the second career, and this is the real. This is where you get to make the real money, the big bucks, the real thing. So go all in on that. Say yes to that. Okay, that was your message. All right, so now I'm going to read for Shaylee on Facebook. I hope I'm not getting sick. Please don't get sick. I cannot afford to get sick. Christ, that's not on the plan, Spirit. If you're feeling generous, it would be so amazing if you feel like doing a share. I would really, really appreciate it. It's always helpful to get a share, especially now that I'm not on Spirit Events Directory. I don't have access to 60,000 people. I'm rebuilding. I'm trying to get the algorithm going on my pages again, which is working because I've got more interaction on my business page than I've had in God knows how long. Yeah, so that's good. And I am posting on there more frequently, but yeah, people weren't seeing my posts and stuff because it was all heading up because I don't know, Spirit Events Directory, because that's where everybody was. So Facebook was preferencing that. So not that there's anything wrong with that, but yeah. Oh, thanks, Shaylee. I appreciate that. Oh, look. One of my followers is giving me a reading. Thank you. Oh, I love that. I appreciate that. I'm going to read that more carefully. Yes, I do believe. I am very naive sometimes, Shaylee. I do believe people. I do trust people more than I probably should sometimes. Yes. Okay, so let's read for Shaylee now. 2 cards for Shaylee. What have we got? Oh, Shaylee. So this tells me that you are, okay, I'm going to encourage you to start a new creative project. I don't know what you've been thinking about or what kind of project you have has been, what you've just maybe completed or what's sort of in its completion or its completion stage. But this tells me there's space for more. Open your heart to the possibility that you can create more and that, start with a blank canvas. Start something new. This card foretells of good luck, and the dolphins represent healing. And this is also, possibility for you going on a holiday or going on a retreat or having a break, or if you planned a holiday, or if you've been planning a holiday, this is confirmation to go ahead. Go ahead with that. Don't wait. Go and do it. This is your yes to go on this. To take take a break, and this break will be so good because it will like inspire you. That inspiration will come back, and you'll be inspired with new ideas. I feel that there's definitely a new challenge for you. You want to be challenged again. There's a new direction for you to pursue. And my feeling it is around sort of maybe a new skill development, a new study, or studying something more deeply, studying something that you've been really longing to connect with more deeply. Maybe it's enrolling in a new course, or developing one of your skills that you have a bit more, diving a bit more deeply into it. But this is the development of your intellect and your communication skills, and it's in the sign of Gemini. Geminis love knowledge. They love the details. They love all that sort of stuff. And so, my feeling is that there's a new area of study for you, and I would, open your mind and your heart to the possibility that you can create something new, and that it is there's think of it as being like a blank canvas that you get to create a new art. And yes, it's a yes from spirit. Go ahead and do that. Whatever you've been drawn to, do it, because it will be bringing you so much healing. Yes. Oh, Shaylee, that's just gorgeous. Shaylee just said, you are absolutely amazing. Bless her. I'm beyond grateful for all that you do. Oh, I love receiving messages like that. Thank you. That makes me feel really lovely, and it makes my night, actually. It makes me feel happy that I've shown up tonight to receive. My heart's open to receiving. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Are you a Leo, Tanya? Are you? Oh, I love me a Leo. I love Leos. I've got a Leo moon. Oh, you lost. That's right. I remember, Shaylee. That's right. Yes. Oh, I guess. Oh, well. Well, that's, I think with the Gemini, with the Dioscuri twins, that card, it does represent changes happening very quickly. If you've applied for jobs, if you've applied for a new job, I think it'll come sooner than later, like very quickly, like super quick. But you definitely need some time out anyway. So enjoy the space, enjoy the spaciousness that you have now. Okay, I'm going to read for someone on Facebook, and then I'll be back to Instagram. Hi, Jeanette. Are you still here? Jeanette Bell? Hi, Jeanette. Are you still here? Who else is on here? You need to put some comments in here. So if you want me to read for you, you need to put some comments, and just keep the comments flowing, because otherwise I'll miss you. I won't see you. Yeah, I won't see you. So keep the comments flowing. Just keep messaging. Don't feel like you're being like clogging up newsfeed or something like that, clogging up my feed. It's okay. And if you're feeling generous, a share would be amazing. I'd really appreciate that. It would be fabulous. Okay. Oh. Jeanette, let's read for you. I'll turn that heater off. I'm feeling a bit sweaty. Here we go. I'm doing all these general reads. If you've got a question, don't be afraid to put a question in. I'm happy to answer any questions. I'm fine with that. Okay, so we've got the Two of Pentacles first of all. So Jeanette, this tells me that you're still kind of, you're juggling resources right now, and you're having to juggle your resources. It does suggest that things might be taking from Paul to pay Peter, and from Peter to pay Paul, and there's a bit of juggling going on. It's like you're spinning plates at the moment, and it is hard. It is hard to do that, when you're trying to provide and all of that sort of stuff, and manage a house, and manage your environment, and all the things that are happening with family, and the plates are spinning, and it is a bit of juggling time. But it does suggest to me that if you haven't thought about it, that this is a good opportunity as well for you to start to sort of try out new things too. That another message with this card, I know you're spinning a lot of plates right now, but one of the other messages of this card is discovering what your hobby, what your gifts are, what your niche is, what your soul work is, what you've come here to do in this lifetime. And the only way to sort of really discover that is to try things out, to try things on for size. And yes, it does require making investments here and there. I know that, I invest in astrology. I've just paid for some more Jungian courses because I love it, and trying it on for size, trying on a new school, and I'm doing some narrative therapy, doing all that sort of stuff. If you want to develop an expertise in something, if you want to, I truly believe that it's our purpose. And the way we make meaning in our life is by doing what we love and becoming an expert of that, whatever that might be. If it's working with clay, if it's cooking, if it's doing cards, if it's reading astrology, if it's, playing a sport, whatever it is, whatever you feel like that brings you joy, that nourishes your spirit, that has you feel nourished and fed and full and connected to yourself, is your purpose. It's what you've come here to do. And for some people, it's not necessarily having a $1 million business, or for some people, they can be employed doing a 9-to-5 job, but their purpose is, on the weekends. They're, working in some gardening centre, growing herbs or something like that. We all have our own sort of unique gift that we offer the world. And I feel that you're wanting to find that. You're wanting to connect more deeply with that. So I'm encouraging you to invest and to try things out. And it is a bit like trying on jeans, right? Some jeans fit and some jeans feel a bit weird. They just don't fit right, and you won't know until you try things on for size. So this is your nudge to try things on for size. The other card that I've got here as well is that you don't have to tell everybody what you're about to do or tell everybody your secrets. This also tells me that you need to keep your cards close to your chest in regards to relationship right now. Whatever's going on for you right now, you don't have to, I'm giving you full permission to be diplomatic, to be, put on the happy face and pretend that everything's okay. And this relationship, whoever this relationship with is, whether it's be, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know. But whatever this relationship is, I'm giving you full permission to be fake and smile and be happy until the right moment comes for you to leave, for you to do what needs to be done. Sometimes we have to plan. We have to plan behind the scenes. We have to get, plan things a bit before we can break the news. And that is my invitation to you, is to plan before you break the news. Okay, that's your message for tonight. Hello, Renee. Lovely to see you. Glad that you're here. Yeah, so I'm going to read for Miranda on Instagram, and then I shall read for Hi, Fatherless Flowers. Fatherless, that should be. Sorry. I haven't got my glasses on. I do need glasses. Legit. I actually do need glasses. This is me at the restaurants when I don't have it. I'm squinting, looking at the menu. My reading at the moment, if you'd like a reading with me, it's $111, but that's going to disappear tonight. It's usually $180, but I've had a special for like a 24-hour flash sale. And so that's going to go about 10 o'clock. When I go to bed, I'm going to turn it off. So it's time sensitive. If you're sitting on the beds, just fucking do it. Press the button, because I will. I'm going to turn it off. And then, it goes back to 180. And, jump, Lionsgate sale. This is such an abundant, auspicious time to have a reading. And Spirit, it was a nudge. I got the full nudge from Spirit to do it, and I ignored it. I ignored it for 2 days. Shouldn't have, because honestly, all day I've been having people signing up for it. So, and yesterday, last night as well. So it was obviously, it was needed. Yeah. Anyway, It's not like, obviously people needed the push, the spirit's ready, like, you know, priming me to do to channel. All right. Miranda, okay, this is for you. And then I'm going to read for, yeah, it is hard to get a pair of jeans that fit right. I'm with you, Tanya. I'm definitely with you. And then I'm going to read for Renee. I'm going to read for Renee after Miranda. Oh, blocked up. Oh, okay, Miranda, you need some recovery time. Now, this is nothing new to you. We just can't make this up, can we? I know you've been unwell because I know you personally, and you've been unwell. You haven't been well. And this is the card of rest and recuperation. And some of that unwellness, it suggests to me with this card that it's not just this disease, the virus, that your immune system has been under stress because of the stresses that you've been under over the last month or so. Well, it's been longer than that, but it's intensified. You've had a lot going on, and this is the card of unpeopling, and you needing space. You definitely need space and time to rest and recuperate and to heal and to process what's happened and what's been happening. Yes, I think it's a really good time for this past life healing that you have booked in for this week. Absolutely, the timing of that is perfect. This tells me, now we've got this card, the swords have come up, which is really about going undercover. This is about, not sharing, not saying too much, just keeping your cards close to your chest. You don't have to reveal everything to be careful about who you choose to reveal information to at this time. Just keep your cards close to your chest. And whatever, did you pull this card earlier today? Yeah, it suggests to me that you're going to have that conversation at some point, just not yet. Just not yet. You don't have to do it now. You just need to get yourself in a much stronger, healthier place before you have that conversation. And even though you know it has to be had, it doesn't mean you have to do it now. This is the full permission to wait. You just wait and plan and get yourself in a better place before you have that conversation. That's your message. Okay. Renee. Hi, Renee. I'm not feeling 100% myself. Christ. Guys, send me some healing. I need some healing. I've got a big week this week. I've got classes and trainings and, I can't get sick. I'm not allowed to get sick. Not allowed to get sick. That's not good. Like, legit. Last week I fell. I had a crash. I had a massive crash. Slipped over on Monday. Slipped over in the bathroom. The mat just slipped out from underneath me, and then I smashed my hand. You can't see it now. I smashed my hand, and the bruising starting. You probably can't see it. No, it's not good light in here. But yeah, the bruising starting to go down. It bruised all the way down my hip. I thought I broke my hand. Bloody hurt. A lot. Yeah. Anyway. So, Renee. Okay, let's see what comes up for Renee. And then after Renee, I'm going to read for, I'll read for Rena as well. I embody my fullest healing potential. Thank you, Rena. Yes, I do. Oh, thanks, Miranda. Miranda said exactly spot on. Thank you. All my love to you. You think I'm guarded? Interesting. Yeah, well, in my yes and no. There are some things I don't share online because well, I can't tell you why. Because I have to be guarded about that for a very specific reason. So there are some things I don't share, but I'm pretty much an open book. You go, what you see is what you get with me. And those who know me privately, who have private sessions with me and who are in my tarot courses and stuff, know me a bit more, know more about me, of course. But I am careful. I'm a bit careful online, and too as well because I've got a young daughter as well, and we leave a footprint, don't we? We leave a footprint on social media, on the internet. And if she goes back to watch any of these videos later on down the track, if it's still on, it's still there. I love you, Bubby, if you're watching this. I don't want her, I want to make sure that whatever she sees is for her highest good, not something that's going to be detrimental or that's going to cause her pain or anything along those lines. So I'm careful about what I don't really air my dirty laundry online. I don't do that. I don't think it's helpful, and I don't really talk about her that much either. I don't say too much about her either because she's entitled to her privacy too. So I think we do have to be careful about what footprint we leave. And, some people are happy to disclose everything about themselves. And, for business, for me, it hasn't been necessary for me to disclose all of who I am to get business, to have business. It hasn't been necessary for me, but I just be real. I'm being real now. I'm being honest with you now. I just be real and honest and, just be honest with people, hey, which is what I'm doing right now. So, thanks, Kim. I appreciate that. Yes, you don't have to go into the details. That's right. Exactly, Rena. All right, Renee, let's pick a couple of cards for you. Oh, Renee, great cards. Okay, so the first card we've got is the Sun card. This is such a beautiful card. Now, the Sun this is in the sign of Leo, right? The Sun rules Leo, and so auspicious for this beautiful Lionsgate portal. This card couldn't be more perfect. This is the yes card. This is the green light card. This is yes, anything that you've been wanting to do or feeling drawn to. This is the green light to go forward and do the thing that you're being called to do. Play and be playful and let your soul shine. Let people see your soul shine. Let yourself be seen, be visible, let people see. If you want an online business, Renee, which I know that you do, if you want an online business, then you need to let people see you, see what it is, bring your product. Because if you think of the internet as being the marketplace, right, or think of social media, I should say, as being the marketplace. So, this is like, take your product to market and don't be ashamed of it. Be in your joy, be in your magic, be in your play, bring your future self, this person that you see out somewhere there that you think that you don't have access to, that you're working towards. Bring her into the present moment and start taking aligned action on what she wants now, or who she is. Start performing that, start becoming that. Leos love the stage. Leos are very much about being on the stage, performance. If you think of identity, if you think about our identity, it is a performance. I'm performing tarot therapist tonight. I'm performing tarot reader tonight. I'm now performing business coach tonight. If you want what you want, you need to bring this person that you see out there into the present moment and start taking aligned action as if you are her now, so that you can become her now. So this is the green light. This is the yes. There was something else I was going to say and I forgot because I got carried away with myself. Can't remember. Something about, don't remember. Anyway, next card. So this tells me that this is karmic. Like you've come here in this lifetime, yes, to cut ties to certain things that no longer serve you, but you are also about to reap the rewards too for the hard work that you've done. This is also about facing the past and having the emotional resilience now, Renee, to be able to face the past and cut ties to what you've outgrown, what no longer serves you, what might be holding you back. Because what comes after this card, this is like the Mythic Tarot and the major cards, the trumps, represent the hero's journey. And you're on the climb up now. You're on the climb to self-actualization, to conscious awareness, to receiving. The card that comes after this is receiving the pearl, the good juju, the wisdoms, the learning, having learned the lesson and receiving from that. So you're on the precipice of this rebirth, of you moving towards a new chapter. But before you do that, you need to cut ties to things or people and memories that might be holding you back, that keeping you attached to the past. And it does suggest that you do have the psychological resilience now to be able to go in and face those memories and look at them. Look at where, be honest with yourself. Where did I contribute to the situation that I find myself in, or that I found myself in? What did I do to create that situation? Positive and negative, because there are lots of positives too that you're about to reap because of the hard work that you've done. So yes, this is a great read for you. 2 major cards, which means that you're, the fates. These are big. This is a very powerful time for you in your life. And yes, whatever you're wanting confirmation on in terms of moving forward, this is your yes to go forth and do it. Okay. All right. Yes, fabulous cards, hey? Oh, I love me Apollo as well. Love him. Love him. Oh, thanks, Shaylee. I appreciate that. Yes, Scorpio Venus does love very hard. I do. Yes, you are on the verge of it. Absolutely. And really, Renee, it is about bringing that future self, the person that the playful, creative child, bringing her into the present moment and to start activating that, start making yourself be seen. That's what I was going to say. Leos love the stage. They want to perform. You are meant to be seen. You're not meant to be hiding behind something. You are meant to be on the stage. You are meant to be seen. Visibility is key for you moving forward. Oh, Tanya, I'm so sorry about that. Tanya said, give Tanya a little read, shall we? She said, when will Dad and I talk again without the arguments? Oh, look, let's see what the cards have to say. I don't know if I've got the answer for you around that, but I'm going to have a look at the cards and see what the cards have to say in terms of what wisdoms can the myths of these cards, what medicine can they bring through for you tonight? It is Leo time. My Leo moon's loving it, loving this Leo energy for sure. Okay, Tanya, this is for you. Oh, Tanya. Okay, so look, this tells me that things are going to work. Look, I think it will resolve. It will resolve eventually. It will resolve. But at the moment, I know with the moon card, it's transitionary. I think you're going through some significant changes. And it is, when we go through change, it usually starts on the inside first. And we go through this kind of recalibration, reorientation, regeneration. Your cells are like reorganizing. You're going through quite a big shift right now, and you've got, it's anxiety provoking. And I imagine, like, my feeling is, as I sit with this card a little bit longer, that your dad can be inconsistent as well, which will have you feeling like you don't know whether you're coming left or right, which way. There's this kind of uncertainty. You're not getting straight answers, or you're not getting clarity around things, which is probably uncomfortable for you. But just know that you're going through significant changes, which is why it's feeling so intense for you right now. You're like a caterpillar in the chrysalis. You're going through big change, but it has to start on the inside first. What you want is on its way for you. It's on the other side. This is the next card that comes after the moon card. This is the next card. And, in the Mythic Tarot, it's like, right now, you're being called not to make any major decisions. Don't do anything yet. Just don't make any big, bold moves yet. The sun, it'll become very clear to you soon, just not yet. You'll know, it'll be so clear that you won't miss it, and then you'll know what the next step is for you. But right now, you just trust that you are going through significant change, and it will impact on your relationships for sure, because then your outside world has to adjust to this newer version of you, this more authentic version of you, and people find that uncomfortable, hey, people, because it means that they can't anticipate what they're going to get from you, because you've changed. And you'll hear that you've changed, you're not the same. And what you want to say is, yeah, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. So that was your message. So my feeling is it will eventually resolve itself. But yes, I don't think you're getting any. He's not. You feel in the dark. You feel like there's something you're not being told the truth, or it's not clear to you. Things aren't clear to you. Something like that. There's no clarity. Things will become very clear, and then you'll have the green light, and then you'll know exactly what to do. I'm getting a sore throat too. Oh, guys, I just can't get sick. I can feel it in my throat. I think I have to stop, guys. I'm going to take some Nurofen and go to bed. I think so. I want to keep reading, but I can feel it in my throat. It's not a good sign. I've got a big week ahead of me, so I need to be careful. I think I need an early night. So I'm sending everybody so much love. Please send me some healing vibes, please. I can't be sick this week. Fingers crossed I don't get sick. I'm going to dose up on stuff now. Have some lemon and stuff. Take some oregano and oil in a capsule or something. Not good. I'm a bit worried about that. It's giving me a bit of anxiety. Sending you all so much love. And yes, I'll see you all soon. Thank you, Tanya, and take care. And don't forget, if you want a read, you don't have to book it in for this week. You can book it in your 6 months' time if you want, but you won't get it at this price for a very long time again. Hot water and honey. I'm definitely going to do that. Absolutely. I'm going to do that right now. Sending you all so much love. Big hugs. Take care, everyone.